Well, welcome back to part 2, and I've just had to change the battery in Mr. Panasonic because it's just decided to give out as well, which is rather quite fortuitous when you think about it. So this is the sort of second attempt at part 2, but I do apologise. Anyway, right, so this is the Hacker Sovereign 2, the model number RP25A, and the features on here are really good. When the Hacker brothers made these radios, they made sure that they were the highest quality material, so they're all cased in this rather nice wooden box using this Rexon type leatherette type covering, and also have a really nice large elliptical speaker which is right in here, and has this rather nice almost car radiator grille type arrangement. So the other ones over here and the one that's not working, they're very similar. So but the features are quite good actually, and even without the aerial being up you can actually get quite a good reception. So if I switch on,
a few hours ago I was on the
Radio 4,
the biggest scoop since the MP's expenses scandal.
and the best bit about this is it's got such wonderful tone. You've got bass and treble here. I tend to have them facing inwards because I find that's the best position for my hearing, but I mean, you know, you can have them anywhere really. You can have them level or whatever, or even toned down, but everything's very well explained. You've got maximum on both of those. You've got Hacker Radio Ltd, Maidenhead, Berkshire, England. You've got interstation muting, which is quite good, so you don't get it whooshing between stations. VHF, medium wave and long wave, and I say these were made around about 1960 circa, and I think it's probably about 1967, somewhere around there, and the company only stopped trading in 1967, though it's quite a while ago now, but you know, they did produce some really good radios. And also you've got on the wavelength, you've got here BBC 3, BBC 1 with Radio 1 I suppose, and all the other bits, and you've got this rather nice acrylic covering for the stations, and it moves up and down beautifully freely here, and volume. VHF radio, you've got input for it says gram, so that would be a turntable, or output for tape record, and that would be reel to reel of course. And then across this side you've got the what I can describe as a car aerial type socket for an external aerial, and also a phone socket. That's a 3.5 inch jack there for headphones, and then of course you've got the various BBC regions here: BBC Radio 4, Radio 3 and BBC 2 Lite. And there's also this arrangement underneath where you could actually set these positioners so you know where the stations are. So if you want to, which is quite handy really. With my friend Mr. Pioneer over there, I tend to write it on with pencil so that I can remember where the various stations are. Oh, by the way, he's new as well because the other one has gone fut, and I've got to work that out. So I purchased another one on eBay, and but anyway, I'll talk about that in another time. Right, just taking us a little further, I want to just turn Sovereign round so we can see what's inside, because that's quite important. So I'm just going to do that, see if I can do that gently with one hand without dropping her on the floor. Just bear with me a second. There we go. Be careful here, we are talking antique. Right, inside you've got these two 9-volt PP9 batteries, which luckily you can still get. These are ever ready ones that I've got. You've got the amplification stage here, and also I noticed there's a slight crack on that. Looks like that capacitor there, so I might have to do some work, or resistor. I might have to do some work on that. You've got this enormous speaker here, which I've Goodman typed. And then you've got this side, you've got VHF. This is the VHF side, and you can just about see the transistors down in there, which do sometimes cause problems. I think that's probably what's happened over there with the other one. I've got to have a look at that. These are all nicely encased in boxes, and then you've got the variable condenser here, and also the aerial. And then these little chaps here are the positions for when you want to move up and down the guides on the fascia. So quite good. So all in all, and it's actually cased in this very nice, as I say, wooden box, which is quite thick. Very similar to Robert's radios that were produced around the same time and still produced today. But I think this chassis, I mean the aluminium chassis, it's all well put together and produces a very nice radio set. So, and these radios are available on eBay still. This one, it's quite a calling for them. They cost, I think this one was about £25, and and I think this particular one, the guy's mother had it for many years. Been well looked after. I have cleaned it up. I've got a bit more clean to do because they tend to be sitting around either in dusty rooms or whatever. But I haven't polished this. I've just literally cleaned it with some ordinary soap and water, very gently, and given the grill a bit of a polish, and it's perfect. And as I say, sounds perfect too. But anyway, so that's just a very snapshot of my radio collection, and as I say, hopefully getting back to do some more videos. Thoroughly missed everybody, and look forward to speaking to you all soon. See you soon. Bye.